At 10:37, welcome back. Daily show hitting you, Stephanie, with United Way. Did I spell Stephanie right? I was nervous because there's a couple. Look at that.
Good job.
I'm off to the right track. Community Christmas is wrapping itself up almost.
It is. It is.
And we'll get to do it all over again starting in a couple of weeks.
There you go. The Christmas hustle. That's right.
Stephanie, how are you feeling with this community Christmas campaign?
It's great. It's a wonderful group of people, a wonderful group of volunteers. We were just talking a few minutes ago, it's a very collaborative effort, and we're thankful for the help in the community.
Well, and guys, coming down the pipeline is one of your final opportunities as the public to come out and support this year, because we'll be doing this again right around the corner next year and having some fun with it. Is Cookies and Cocoa, December the 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freer Auto Body, correct?
Correct.
That is going to be this Thursday.
This Thursday. That's
and,
right.
At this stage in the game, where are your focuses at right now? Do you have any with how much you're dealing with?
Well, that's a loaded question.
That was a loaded question.
Well, as you and I were just talking, like this whole community Christmas, it's a big effort on everyone's part. And the main message today that I wanted to share is it's not too late. We have over 110 boxes out in the community in the RiverBend area. Anything from toys and food and jackets, whatever you'd like to put in the box. But it's not too late. And then Thursday and Friday, we start the pickup of the boxes. And then on Monday is the sorting day. And we have some Christmas music going and it's an effort. We get it all sorted. And then our agencies that help get these to the people that need it, they come on Tuesday, and that is a very well-oiled machine as well. They come every 15 minutes with box trucks, and Riverbend Family Ministries, the Boys and Girls Club of Alton, the YWCA, Masson County Urban League, just to name a few, the Salvation Army. Those folks come in, they get the items, and then, like I said, it gets to the people that need it.
Well, and, I think sometimes, too, we get so wrapped up in ourselves, and not in a selfish way, but in a, my bill last month for water was, last year was $60. Now it's $120. My grocery bills are getting more and more expensive. Right. But, while we kind of gripe about the things, even though we're still able to have the roof over our heads and still be able to get by,
correct,
there's a growing need in our region right now, not just here locally, but in our entire region, of families that are just diving and exploding into poverty.
Yes, and they're doing their best.
Yeah.
I talking with the executive director at Salvation Army, and she said typically we have about 300 families, and she said this Christmas we have 600.
It's incredible for all the wrong reasons, honestly.
Yes.
Well, and that's what I think is so important. I tell Margaret this all the time, and that's why I love being a part of this, and getting raffle tickets wherever we can, because we think of a Christmas gift as an Xbox game or something fun.
Right.
These kids, a toothbrush is a Christmas gift. And, I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing,
right,
but think about where our priorities are compared to where theirs are at, where
things
it's just,
we take for granted.
Exactly, right. And that's what, they're just asking Santa for daily necessities.
They are. Food and toiletries. And as we were talking, another part of Community Christmas, they do Christmas in July, and raffle tickets are sold, and a lot of money is raised. And the
most money was raised this year, by the way.
That's correct. And so we take that money and we do a 2-day shopping spree in November. And those agencies come and they have a very detailed list. And I'll tell you what, it takes a long time to spend money when you're buying 99-cent toothbrushes. But when I stood there, it's very profound, and you watch these items going across the belt at Target, and it's toothpaste and it's winter coats, and they get all of that first. And if there's any overage, then you see a few dolls go by and you see a few toys come by, and and it's a realization that there are people struggling.
Well, and that's why it's one of those things, too, where I really promote the heck out of Community Christmas. And, folks have asked me before, have you thought about doing more with other campaigns, and I think they're great, but I really love this notion of supporting the community focus of it, because with the United Way partnership and what the Freers do and everybody else, I mean, you're really doing this right back here in the community with Salvation Army, and, you know, being at your Power of the Purse event a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, seeing the organizations that were part of United Way as a whole kind of gives you a picture looking into Community Christmas on some of those agencies that are being helped, and there's so many really good ones.
Really good ones. And as you know, United Way provides funding and training to over 160 different nonprofit agencies.
Right.
So one donation helps so many, some that you don't even realize, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts.
Right.
If you were a Boy Scout, you've been touched by United Way.
Right.
And some people just, you know, they don't realize. So Community Christmas is very unique in that it really does serve the Riverbend area. These boxes, this whole effort really serves. So if you live here in the Riverbend area and you want to find a way to uplift your community, this is how.
So there are over 100 boxes in the 6182 to drop your items off to. And there's still some time to do so. So why don't we do this? There's still some time left in the show, and I got to take one final break. It's 10:43. We'll come back, talk more about what you can put in those boxes, where you can find them, and how you can help support this great community campaign. We'll come back 10:43 on this Tuesday morning. More Daily Show hits you next.
You're invited to this year's Christmas concert at River Church. There are 4 amazing performances for you to choose from.
All of heaven's coming down, fill the earth with the sound of the name.
Come and see why so many people make this a part of their yearly Christmas tradition.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Wow! Mommy's kissing Santa Claus!
10:47, welcome back Daily Show hitting you on a Tuesday.
So mommy kisses.
Stephanie, United Way, Cookies and Cocoa, part of Community Christmas. December the 5th, 5 to 7 p.m. Margaret Freer said she's going to listen later to make sure we did this right.
Okay.
So we're going to do this.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What items can we drop off, and is there certain qualifications? Because I know that some people maybe have good intentions, but it might not fit the rubric. Are there any like packages? So if like we're getting clothing, underwear, socks, like packages of them, what's the size or what's the quantity amount we need to bring? Should there be packs of 12, individual packs of socks, gloves? What does that look like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are looking for new items. We did get some last year. I remember when we were sorting, we did get some gently used, and those items were actually donated to the Salvation Army. But we are looking for, new items. Food items are great. There's no limit. I mean, bring as much as you can, as much as you're willing to bring. All different sizes. I remember sorting last year, and this in terms of like the children, all the way through even high school. So the obvious things, you're like dolls and Legos, and those toys are obvious. It gets tricky trying to figure out what to put over here in the big kid pile. So that ended up being like basketballs, footballs, frisbees. But if you have items that you or you're thinking, I think that would be great if you have items that an older child would also enjoy.
Well, and see, that's what I was I've always been nervous about, bringing things that are clothing wise, because it's like, do they really need the 50 pairs of socks that are in that plastic bag, or should they be, 8 different packages of 4 pairs of socks in that bag?
Anything's fine.
Yeah. That's so, but see, it's just one of those things where you don't realize, I think, sometimes shopping that, the simple items are needed the most too.
Yeah, they are.
So how many organizations does this benefit?
I'm looking down here at my list. 6, 7, 8, like 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, into 12.
Wow.
Different. These are local nonprofits. Catholic Children's Home, Beverly Farms, Caritas Family Solutions, Salvation Army. So yeah, there's several. And that's kind of what Sorting Day is all about. Knowing that this organization is going to deal a lot with like babies and toddlers, but this one has got bigger kids and trying to put things that make sense.
Well, and honestly, I think I love this type of an event too, because for that teenager that could be going through the ringer right now, and people get pissed at me all the time because they go, "Oh, you make up these stories, CJ, and you kind of like you're making a movie script." But I'm not, because I seen it. I mean, I'm young enough to remember high school. I remember seeing these kids that were struggling, but then with that struggle because they don't have new clothes, they can barely afford their food, or their parents can barely afford hygiene products. The mental anguish that creates. Sure. And for one day for them to realize that their community cared enough to provide them with all of that, I can only imagine the feeling that they get when they receive it,
Oh, yeah. And I think a reminder to all of us is, in a moment's notice, things can be very different in your life.
Yeah.
It's not specific to one type of person. It takes one bad thing, one bad tornado, one diagnosis of cancer, one person in the household to lose their job.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody at any time.
Well, and see, that's why I think this is such a great event, because it's when it matters the most, because you don't think of those little things like, what happens if dad loses his job tomorrow, mom loses her job tomorrow, or what happens if the unthinkable happens, who's going to take care of us? Right now, not a lot of people have the 6-month emergency income in their bank account to get through. And you never know if you're the next person getting help by these agencies either.
I'm telling you, in a moment's notice. And I have met a lot of these.
I could only imagine.
I have met a lot of these folks. When I run into somebody that's just very woven into the mission of United Way, I ask them why. What's their why? Why are you so? And that's when I get the stories. Because and then it's usually something that's happened to them personally, and an agency has helped them through that hard time. And the way they give back is by supporting United Way, by supporting Community Christmas, these different ways to give back.
What have you taken away just with your participation in this and all the hands-on that you're doing with it? Have you kind of learned some new things about the community and just this program? Have you learned new things about life? Fill me in. Yeah,
I mean, I think what you really learn is when you help others, you really help yourself.
Right.
And the joy of giving, the joy of helping really lifts us all up as a human being and makes us all feel great.
Right.
I think that's the biggest takeaway from all of it.
So are you guys going to be on hand December the 5th?
On hand?
For your auto body?
What am I on hand for? What am I? I don't know. You signed me up for, CJ. Yes, we'll be there.
That's good.
Some cookies and cocoa. Of course we will.
From 5 to 7, and I don't know, maybe you guys just show up for cookies and cocoa, and maybe you bring a check for next year's Community Christmas and get the party going already, because before you know it, we'll be doing this all over again. And it just really goes to show you how many people really work to make this event happen, because, I mean, this is a big, big thing.
It is. I mean, these boxes that come in, they come in on a tractor trailer, on pallets. Just the unloading of the boxes, the labeling the boxes, the taping together of the boxes. Phillips 66 is generous, and they help to cover the cost of the boxes.
That's so cool.
Getting them out there and then getting them all back. I mean, it is. And so that's the biggest takeaway today, is that it's not too late.
Yes.
We're going to start doing box pickup this Thursday and Friday. So please, if you want to make a donation, there's over 110 of them out there. Banks,
Is there any next to like a bigger, like a Target store?
There are, and even some, like, there's boxes at Phillips 66, there's boxes at Cope Plastic, there's boxes at Alton Steel. Even if you know someone that works at these organizations, give it to them, and they'll get it in the box, or bring it to United Way. Our office is located in East Alton. We're at 707 Berkshire Boulevard.
Are you guys in East Alton?
Huh?
You guys are in East Alton?
We are. I'm only 5 minutes down the road. Come see us.
No wonder. I have always been nervous about asking you guys for interviews. I thought you guys were in, like, Collinsville.
No, we're in East Alton. We're in East Alton. No,
we'll be talking a lot more often now that I know you don't have to drive too far.
That's right. 5 minutes. It's the Helm Camp Construction Building. We share a building with them. Cool. And you can certainly bring donations by there as well.
And seriously, guys, be a part of this, and we'll be covering it just like we do each and every year with the sorting day. That's always so cool to see all those agencies a part of it. We'll take one final break. We'll come back for the 30 seconds the show's left, and we'll wrap up the Tuesday that was. But first,